Yo, what's good, guys? It's been like 4, 5, 6 days, you feel me? Since I last saw y'all, I appreciate, you feel me, all the support. You know, we're at our 15 subscribers special after I get one bot account and subscribe to my 14 active subscriber account. Let's go, guys, let's go! Nah, but obviously, this is a different type of video. This is not Enter the Gungeon, as we beat the series like a week ago at this point. And we're moving on to bigger and better things. Now, I've been sick for the past week, so I couldn't produce any content. I've been pretty much in my room all day playing Risk of Rain 2. Shout out to my good man, Iggy the Dog, for putting me on. I think I have, not that many hours. I've only got it for like 3 days. I think I only have like 20 hours? I promise you, I touched grass like one time in between the week of sickness. Like, I promise you. But the whole concept of this video is going to be a bad tutorial and let you decide if you want to buy this game. From a beginner's perspective, those 20 hours are fresh. All the other tutorials you'll see online, you probably have some sweaty ass guy who's played 10,000 hours of this game, probably was on the dev team, maybe even like pre-built the game himself in fucking Blender or some shit like that. But for you, I'm giving you the 20 hours of experience that I put into this game and grinded, and you feel me? I'm not just a beginner like, some people. I actually be on Monsoon difficulty, one of the hardest difficulties in the game. Alright, stop cheering, please, enough. Alright, maybe one more cheer. Alright. Without further ado, I'm gonna get straight into the video. This is gonna be the best and worst tutorial you've ever received in your life. I'm not gonna know a lot of the concepts and coming straight off the top of my head as a beginner and a pro at the same time. It's kind of hard to balance both those things out, you feel me? Like, in the field, when I'm in the game, I really know what to do. But outside of the game, can I really tell you what the difference is between a common and a rare item? Let's just get straight into the video and find out. It's gonna be semi-review, semi-guide, and 100% peak, yeah? So let's get started. So there are 7 rarities of items that I think I've come across in the average playing of game. There obviously may be more. Maybe there's some variations of items that are only specific to some game modes. I don't fucking know. You don't know. We both don't know. Unless you're better than me and have more time than me, then you probably know. Maybe. I don't know. But the first item that we have is a white rarity item. These are common items, average items. It's like finding McDonald's somewhere in your neighborhood. Like, you're bound to find it. There's probably like 5 down the street. You're welcome. We're telling you now, probably go get some McDonald's while watching this video. It's common items. I mean, it's not gonna be run-ending, game-changing shit. It's just common loot. Average. Next one is green, uncommon items. Now, these items got a little bit of spice to it, you feel me? It's not just the McDonald's that you're finding. You're also finding the Dunkin' Donut McDonald's combo. Like, I know you've never seen it. That shit is very uncommon, like, them being right next to each other. I know, because I've only seen it one time in my life, and that's pretty uncommon. But these items are better. They stack on normal items. So if you get a movement speed buff and then you have an item that's a green rarity that deals with movement speed, congratulations, gang. You made a great combination. That's how it works. You find the white items for common stat buffs. The green items are average increases to those buffs by maybe like 4 times. There's a random knowledge, you can maybe 5 times, if we're being generous. And then we have legendary tier items, which are red. I think it's legendary. I'm not too sure. But red items are the rare items, the once in a lifetime items. You'll only see this one in every 50 runs. It's like seeing Ronald McDonald's eating at your McDonald's. Like, I don't know what's good with the Ronald McDonald analogies, like the McDonald's analogies. I'm starving, gang. But red items are run ending items. They change everything. If you get a red item, you can damn near win. It's just that simple. Now, it's not a guaranteed win, but you are 100% more likely to win with a red item than getting another fucking white item. So take that as you will. Now, as a beginner, I don't give a fuck about any of the item rarities. I just get as many items. Quantity is over quality. The more items you get, the better off you are than if you were to just look for those rare items, look for those chests that drop 50. That cost 50 actually on the first one. I don't know how much they cost at later stages, but they cost double the price of a normal chest. They give you a guaranteed green item. Just get as many items as you can. They can't stop you if you're already kitted out in the best items. Now, these other items are more situational, which is why I'm classifying them on the later half. You have equipment items, which allow you to use the Q ability. These items can range from a multitude of things, from black holes that pull enemies in, to summoning rockets, to giving you discounts on items and a little bit of money back. Like, they are very situational items. What you do with them is how good you are. You can make whatever you want to do with them. You could be amazing with them. You could be horrible with them. It's what you make of it. Purple items are void items. They actually change the white item to another item. So they changed common items to a purple item, which has a semi drawback. It's not really a drawback. The only drawback is that all white items of that rarity, so a specific item, for example, if you get like an item like the fungus that lets you, if you stand still, you'll heal. If you get a purple void item of that, it changes it to like another fungus. I don't know what it is, like another fucking walking mushroom or something. But instead of just standing still and healing, it makes it so that when you're running, you heal. You heal less, but it changes the whole entire item situation. So it changes common items to better items, but they cost 50% of your health. It's not really a drawback because you're gonna heal it back anyway, so it doesn't fucking matter. Yellow items are boss items, and for every boss item I've had, they're like better versions of the green items that the bosses drop. So it's always a delight to have. Now, it's not gonna be game ending if you don't get it. Like, just because you didn't get a legendary item boss drop, it doesn't really matter. So I wouldn't say these are like the look for these items to win the game, but I've only seen like 3 of them in my run, so I can't really tell you much. The last item we have is blue items. These are items that have a really strong upside and then a really negative drawback. Every single time I picked up these items, it made me lose a run, so I do not recommend it, especially as a beginner. There's probably some like stupid synergies that you can do later in the game, but stay away from these. I'm telling you, stay away from these. You do not need these items yet. Anyway, on to the next topic, as we're done with all the items, is the stages and enemy typings. Now look, it's very difficult to kind of describe and give a beginner's view on the stages because every stage looks massive. I'll walk into a new stage and be surprised at how big it is, and I need to rush myself to get as much items as I can before, you know, the difficulty increases and everything. But at the end of the day, you are not no starry-eyed baby. You feel me? You're not gonna stay that way. You're gonna walk through those stages multiple times, die multiple times, just like me. You and me are struggling in this game. This game is too fucking hard, I'm not gonna lie. And the stages really shrink down. I could go through hours of explaining the hours I put into this game, but I mean, there's no point. The stages will at some point feel comfortable. You'll finally see the routes, see the best way to maneuver around the stage so you can cover all the areas, maximize the efficiency, get as much money, and open as many chests as possible before going to teleporters. There's not much to give tips on. Like, I can tell you to like learn the stage, but you literally just have to play the game. Like, as much as a beginner's guide can give you, you just have to play the game. And I know it's like the stupidest thing to say, but I mean, what else do you want me to say? Like, you want me to give you the pixel data for every fucking stage? Like, we are beginners. We are beginners. Now, looking into the enemy typings, there's not really anything particular I could say that will give you the standout above everything. You'll become a god gamer overnight. You're gonna win after you watching this tutorial. Maybe you can frame the picture on your wall of just your victory and beating Monsoon, but nah. Enemy typings are very simple and simplistic. Obviously, as the game progresses, you go through each stage, getting from 1 to 6. The enemies will get harder and progressively get harder. But there are some enemies that scale throughout each stage, so they'll always be there for Essential, like the Lizard Man. This guy, he's been my good man for how long? You don't know how many times I've been needing just a couple extra dollars and he just pops up when I need him the most. I really appreciate, you know, shout out to this guy for me. I just love this fool. I love this fool so much. But we all fucking hate this guy. Now, this guy, he's ended too many runs. Like, too many damn runs. Like, I hate this guy. But with that being said, there's nothing in particular that enemies will give you. Dodging in this game is very difficult to learn, especially for me. I've had an issue. I didn't really understand how enemies attack. I didn't know how to dodge without using my movement ability for all the characters until I realized that enemies do not lead their shots. They will shoot at you immediately. Wherever you were standing in the position where they shot, they're shooting at you. So moving to the left or right or up and down, if you're on the Z-axis, will genuinely... Wait, is that the Z-axis or the Y-axis? I don't fucking know. I think it's the 3D is the Z-axis. Will genuinely help you dodge. Now, some of the shots are super fast, so the closer you are to an enemy, no matter if you're moving left or right or up, you're just gonna get hit. But some of the shots, if you're farther away, create distance and move in a circle around it, it helps create space between the enemy projectile and you, and it helps you for basically all enemies. You don't really need to get a pattern. Just like in Dark Souls 1, the goal is to move in a circle left or right and keep on shooting, and you'll win. That's literally how you beat the game. And be aware of your surroundings for all enemies. None of the enemies I would say were really surprising. They all have really auto cues for telling you when they're going to attack, or really big visual cues when they're attacking. So you shouldn't be caught off guard. You just need to focus and be aware of your surroundings at all times so they don't corner you and you get shit on. Just to put it simply, you don't get shit on. Anyway, the next topic we have to talk about is the time scaling, which is a really new concept for me and it's really hard to explain. So I'll try to do my best with the limited knowledge I have on limited time I played the game. But here goes nothing, yeah? From what I've learned, take too long, you're dead. Take too short, little time collecting shit, you're dead. Like, no matter what, you're dead. There is no perfect time. If you want to go in and go to the next teleporter on easy difficulty, only spending 1 minute in game, and then beating the boss and going to the next level with very minimum items, then be my guest. That might be the perfect strategy for you. If you get the perfect items quickly, you know, you don't need any other items, great. But if you have, you know, really shitty items, it's like minute 5, 6, 7, 8, you're going to 10 minutes. All right, if you're going to 10 minutes, you're probably fucked. But if it's like super long to take items, don't be afraid to spend more time in the run or in one particular stage to get the better items. Because if you get that perfect synergy, if you get that perfect item that really completes your build, you will win. And I'm gonna be completely honest, the run I won was because I was on stage 5 for like 20 minutes for no other reason than I couldn't find the teleporter. And because I couldn't find the teleporter, I found one item, which was an equipment item, which gave me wings, which let me skip the final, you know, the pillar section of the final boss and also cheese the final boss. So for enemies and difficulty, the final boss cannot hit anyone in the air. My monsoon wind is still very viable. I'm still a pro, so yeah, just anyway, as I was saying about time difficulty, it is very apparent that there's an extreme curve in difficulty as you get to later stages. Now, I would say stages 1 through 3, pretty easy. You can meet any run, any character, any person. You can probably get enough loot, just averagely surpass stages 3 through 1 easily, without any difficulty at all. But stages 4 and 5, especially in Monsoon difficulty. Now, this guide, I've been talking about Monsoon. I've been talking about how I'm a pro because I beat Monsoon. It's really just all I play. I like pushing myself to the difficulty and pushing myself to the max difficulty no matter what. The bosses start to one-shot no matter what. Like, you really need to like have a really good build in 4 and 5, 6 definitely, if you want any chance of winning. So while taking your time is perfectly fine, I've seen channels talk about, oh, just take as much time as you need, just do what's right for you. If you're not fast, you're gonna lose. You need to be efficient while taking your time, if that makes sense. You don't want to rush, but you don't want to be slow as shit enjoying the scenery. Like, this game is beautiful, don't get me wrong, but there's no time. Like, rush. You need to get this shit and get to the fucking boss. Like, just get to it, yeah? Get to it! And the last thing we have to talk about, which is the one I'm least experienced on because I'm a beginner. Look, I've tried as many characters I have, but I genuinely only have like 8 characters available right now to me, is the character diversity. And this is where we're going to shift this more into a guide, into a review on the game. If we're going over everything in this game, I think the stage presets, the presence like of the stage is just beautifully done. Enemy typings, the variety, the game, every run feels genuinely new. I feel like I'm dying in different ways every single time. I feel like the items are perfectly done. And the biggest draw for me to this game is the characters. Now, I've never had a roguelike game where I'm like, oh yes, this is my main no matter what. Like, Slay the Spire has different varieties of classes that you can play for cards. And I mean, yeah, like, I'm just gonna choose another card set. Congratulations. If that's like great for you and you love that as a variety, quote unquote, you feel me, air quotations and everything, then, you know, this game will blow your fucking mind, genuinely. And we go to another game I'm thinking about, like Binding of Isaac has different characters, but the whole entire playstyle of Binding of Isaac is still very similar. You're still shooting tears out of your eyes, you're still trying to go over the same weapon combinations. Like, maybe 1 or 2 broken builds will be possible because of a new character, but it's not really a fundamental game change. Now, the characters in this game, from what I understand, are extremely different. Extremely different to the point where I would compare it to Street Fighter, or even just fighting games in general, type of mains. You would main a character in this game as you would in the fighting game, because their movesets are different, the mobility is different, how they shoot, what items will combo better with them. Everything is so significantly different that it feels like I'm playing a whole nother game. Now, I've only been in the game with Bandit, if it makes any sense. Bandit is a really assassin type of character. You get in really close, get behind them, try to do crit damage on his guaranteed crit chance if you're behind them, and use your smoke screen to, you know, kind of dodge attacks. It works well, but then, as soon as I beat Monsoon on him, I went to go play Commando. Now, fuck Commando. I don't care what nobody says. Commando is fucking boring. It's probably like the Shoto character in every fighting game, but this guy's ass. Like, bottom tier, C tier. Never choose Commando if you're a beginner. I promise you. That's the one thing you take away from this video. Commando is the worst fucking character I've ever seen in this game. I tried like 80 times with this fool, and I could not get a good run. But enough of me rambling. Commando's playstyle is way different from Bandit, which is way different from Huntress, which is way different from that robot that I picked up, which is way different than the Engineer, which is way different than all the other characters that I forgot their name because I haven't unlocked them. Like, you have damn near 20 different playstyles of games with damn near infinite item combinations and infinite replayability. If there was a roguelike game to play, it would be this one. If there was one to buy, I would recommend this one too. 100% without a doubt, I recommend Risk of Rain. Now, this guide has been horrible. I bet you I know the most because I don't know this game. And will I redo this guide? Maybe. The content for this is really different. It's a different type of video. It's a review / guide video. I have some games or roguelike games where I have more hours into it, like Enter the Gungeon, where I have like 80, 100 hours in that game. And I have games that I haven't yet to try, which I'm willing to try, which I was going to name, but I don't know any roguelike games I haven't played. So if there's any roguelike games you're willing to see or want me to give you a shitty review on another game, leave it in the comments. But other than that, I'm not a veteran, but I'm damn near a pro. I appreciate y'all for watching. I'm out, gang.